halfway through your week here on Weather Channel Live. Got a little millennial vibe going on here.
Some Christina Aguilera to get you through your Wednesday.
Molly McCollum and Felicia Combs here to map it all out for you. And Molly, we were talking about this. Okay, so we've got Genie in a bottle. You've got your genie in a bottle. You can rub it and get one wish. What weather are you wishing for right now?
Well, we already had it. It just is not here anymore. Yeah. It was the small little taste of fall. You can still wear shorts. You can still do everything outside. It's not too cold yet. It was perfect.
I think a lot of people are wishing for that same wish on their
Summer
genie.
Took it away from us. How about you?
Summer is back. I'm happy. Summer's here.
She's living her perfect life right now. We could be facing more severe weather again today, mainly in central parts of the plains, back into the high plains. But areas like Minneapolis, you could be seeing storms too. And this is going to mark a big change in our temperature pattern. We have been above average for the past couple of days. But as we enter the second half of the week, now we've got those below average temperatures, or at least heading in that direction, especially by Friday. Our average high this time of year is in the low 70s. Month-to-date rainfall, it has been impressive in areas central Kansas, around Hutchinson to around Salina. And of course, that was really bad timing for the Kansas State Fair there in Hutch. But you go to the UP of Michigan, you've also seen anywhere from 5 close to 8 inches of rain in a few isolated spots. So it certainly has been an extremely soggy pattern. And the problem is that's not coming to an end. As we end off this week, the next couple of days, we are only going to see more rainfall on top of some super saturated areas. So could we see some areas, say through Sunday, pick up 3 to 5 inches of rain? It's absolutely possible, especially around the Twin Cities. And then back towards areas in Kansas where we had all of that rain in central Kansas. I think we're more on the order of 1 to 2 north of Kansas City, northern Missouri. You've got some heavy rain on the way, and then back into areas of central South Dakota, Pierre and points just to the south. Let's get the timing on this because we know we're anticipating some thunderstorms today. In fact, we already have rain out there in areas in the northern plains. We'll see more rain build in through the central plains as we see our severe weather threat evolve. Thursday into Friday, we've got several rounds of downpours coming in through areas like the Twin Cities. That's why we're anticipating that 3 to 5 inches of rain. So as the days go on, you kind of get the idea that, the deeper that we get into the week and the start of the weekend, we're really going to be facing potentially a flash flooding threat, especially those areas that we see repeated heavy downpours, same spots, same pattern. And that's very likely through even tomorrow morning, we could be seeing some flash flooding issues where we're seeing that heavy rain in parts of Rapid City over to Pierre, but all the way down through Kansas, back into Colorado, and everywhere in between up through the Twin Cities. The flooding threat only continues tomorrow through Friday morning. You see many of the same repeat areas. Minneapolis is in this flooding outlook for several days. Now Saturday, as we get to the weekend, do we see any changes? For some of us, yes. Like in South Dakota, we clear out and we're actually not too bad as far as temperatures go. Enjoy that start to your weekend. But Minneapolis, we are still in the storms by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. Still stuck in the same pattern. You see a slight rebound in those temperatures as we get into the parts of the northern plains. Felicia?
And we are talking about
in Southern California, despite what any song might say. But it doesn't usually happen this time of year. Now, will we be able to see most of the game here in Dodger Stadium? It's very likely, but you're going to notice some more cloud cover on the horizon.
Yeah, you're going to notice it's going to get gusty as well. A couple different things coming together that are going to impact our weather here in Southern California. You can see overnight tonight, especially. I think really, especially tonight and tomorrow, you'll see a bigger influence of that rain that's hanging around. We typically don't see much rain, and it's been quite wet in Southern California because of that tropical moisture recently.
How about Dodger Stadium tomorrow? Now we've got the Giants and the Dodgers. Similar forecast as far as temperatures go. I think there is a chance perhaps we could see some showers. Just something to watch out for and plan for.
You'll notice wherever you see the green, that does not mean it's going to be raining constantly, but those are the areas where you'll have to watch the forecast a bit more tomorrow and kind of plan around that rain chance. And keep an eye on what's going on. If you get any alerts, like for flooding or anything like that, make sure you're paying attention to that.
And that goes the same if you're in Kansas City and you start to get lightning alerts on your phone. Just know that is always a danger this time of year with a lot of these outdoor venues. So tonight, with the first pitch being at 6:40, that's going to be right around the time that we still have thunderstorms ongoing.
Yeah, of course, they can be out there in the rain. It's just fine. But as soon as you hear that rumble of thunder, you can't be out there. Overnight tonight, we'll start to see those storms building in eastward. This is also going to be a change in your temperatures as well, and you're going to notice that eventually building in. For Kansas City tomorrow, with the Mariners still taking on the Royals. Not great baseball weather. We've got that chance for some storms, but possibly being able to get the game in before those storms roll in.
It's okay, other than the storm forecast. I mean, 70s, 80s, I'll take that because it can still be very hot in Kansas City this time of year. How about the Great Lakes and parts of the upper Midwest where we have storms tomorrow? This is for areas in Minneapolis, but notice the big change in our temperatures. So obviously when you get the cloud cover and the rain moving in, you're going to see a big drop in temperatures, and that's going to be the case.
You can see the difference there. St. Louis was 93 tomorrow. Meanwhile, Kansas City 81. All right, let's head to Queens where the Padres are taking on the Mets. Rain in the forecast around game time for today. As mentioned, you can play in the rain if it doesn't get too sloppy out there. So this game might be okay, but we could have some heavy rain at times.
Up to the grounds crews, right? If it starts to get super soggy, they might have to roll out the tarp, put us in a game delay. But this is tonight. We've got some rain along the 95 corridor. So if you've got dinner plans, any evening plans, keep that in mind. Tomorrow looks, for the most part, a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, Buffalo, sunny and in the lower 80s. Pittsburgh, mid 80s and sunny. We will take that for a, mid-late September day for sure.
Not bad.